everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you everyone for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your March 2025 insights. So we're going to get some energy about what you can expect for March. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please know that's the only way to book a session with me. If someone reaches out to you, that is absolutely not me. All right. Spirit, we are looking at March 2025 insights. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1. You have the radish dragon and growth, and you have this yellow butterfly. Pile number 2, you have stealth, gooseberry dragon, and you have the green butterfly. Pile number 3, you have resilience and the turnip dragon, and you have the blue butterfly. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the yellow butterfly, and this is your card. So you have radish dragon and growth. So with the yellow butterfly, this is making me think of the solar plexus. You could have something creative going on, something that you're trying to get started, maybe a project, or it could be, some idea that you have to revamp some area in your life. And what I'm seeing here is growth. Okay, obviously we have growth down here. We have all the flowers here. And this is kind of making me think a little bit of the Fool card in the tarot deck where, because in the Fool card, there's usually a person standing on a ledge getting ready to jump off, right? Getting ready to fly, getting ready to start something new. And I'm feeling like this is the perfect time for you throughout March. It is the perfect time for you to really get these ideas going, okay, to leap forward, take a leap of faith. If you're feeling creative, if you're feeling like now is the time, yes, you're right. It's definitely the time for you to pursue this particular thing. And this card talks about 3 to 5. Okay, so it mentions the number 3 to 5. So whatever this is, it could be 3 to 5 hours, quite literally, okay? It could be 3 to 5 days. It could be that you're going to be preparing for most of March, and in that last week of March, or the last 2 weeks of March, you're really going to, so maybe like the latter half of March, you're really going to be ready to take some sort of action with whatever this goal is, this idea that you have here. And then it could be, from the last half of March, which would be, the third week, the fourth week, and then going into that first week of April, which is that 3 to 5, right? So it could be that you're really going to see some progress during that time. Okay. So another thing that I get with this card is stay focused. You see how focused this little dragon is here? So stay focused on the goal, okay? Stay focused on the things that are working for you. Okay, so definitely keep your eye on keep your eye on those things. Don't let things distract you, because I feel like whatever this is, whatever this idea is, whatever you're working toward, whatever you're trying to accomplish, I just heard for some of you, you may be trying to get a raise or promotion. Maybe you have a presentation that you need to give relating to that, or maybe a thesis in school, or, you know, something like that. I feel that go with this idea that you have, because it's really going to take you a long way and it's going to benefit you far into the future. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? We're looking at March 2025 insights. Hibernation and regeneration. I feel like this is what you've been doing and now you're ready to fly. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel like you've gone through a period of healing, okay, with all these crystals here, or a time of developing ideas, okay, a time of figuring things out, developing ideas, seeing what's next, getting grounded. You see, it looks like this person is kind of like in the earth, okay? So in the earth, developing ideas. You can only stay here so long, right? So I feel like this is leading you up to March, or this card is that first half of March that I mentioned for some of you with your first card here. So it's definitely interesting with the radish in this card being underground. And it's like, okay, you planted those seeds. Now it's time to take this radish and put it to work, right? It's time to take the radish out of the ground and make it work for you, right? So it's time for you to come out of this stage of hibernation, this stage of plotting, planning, thinking, right? You're ready. Spirit says you are ready. Listening to wisdom. You know, I don't know if it is supposed to be this way, but what I'm seeing, and I doubt you're going to be able to see it, but the earrings that this person is wearing, it looks like a smiley face, which is so interesting to me because it's like feeling happy that you're ready. Okay, being ready to take a chance, being ready to move forward with something. Excuse me. So listening to wisdom, listening to your spirit guides telling you it is time. It's time, you're ready. You are ready. Okay. Maybe you don't feel ready, but you know, a lot of times we don't feel 100% ready. Maybe we feel 90% ready or 95%, 99% ready, but do we ever truly feel 100% ready? I don't know. I think a lot of us don't ever feel 100% ready, and you just have to take that leap of faith. So listening to wisdom, I think you're going to be getting signs coming up, like move forward. You know, it's a sign to move forward. Remember I told you this card talks about 3 to 5 as far as a timeline. You might see the number 35. You might see 333 or 555. Okay, so pay attention to those signs that you're getting, because Spirit's definitely going to be trying to talk to you, send you signs, symbols, maybe even butterflies, okay? Even radishes. Maybe you're going to see radishes popping up all over, you know, maybe when you're at the grocery store, maybe on TV, or, you know, so maybe you have a garden, okay? So just pay attention to little signs that are popping up. That's Spirit trying to talk to you. Okay. Curiosity, experience, play, uncover, ask, and the number 42. You know, it's interesting that you have listening to wisdom and curiosity. Okay, experience, play, uncover, ask. So what are you asking? What do you need to ask? Do you need to ask your spirit guides? Because here we were talking about spirit guides, okay? Or do you need to ask someone who has some kind of knowledge who can help you? Okay, but being curious, being, you know, asking questions, uncovering things, looking beneath the surface at things, finding answers. So are you feeling like maybe you don't know if you're ready for this that you're working on here because you don't have all of the information? Okay, well, what kind of information do you need so that you can be ready? Because there's definitely something here listening, asking questions. So either you're wondering if you're ready, Spirit says yes, you're going to be ready in March, or there's something you're trying to figure out before you take that leap. Okay, those answers are there for you. You just need to look in the right place. And you're going to be guided. Like, you have the cat here and you have the owl here. So you're definitely going to be guided as to where to go. You know, how do you hear those answers? You're going to be guided to the right place. Threshold. Okay, I love this card, Threshold, because that's what we've been talking about with growth. In this card, how this little dragon here is ready to leap off of this little ledge here, and I'm feeling like leave the nest. Okay, it's your time. You are at that threshold, and you know, I'm being directed toward number 14, which in the traditional tarot deck is Temperance. Okay, which tells me that with your Curiosity card here, remember I said there might be something that's you feel is missing, or you need an answer to something, or you feel like, well, how will I know when is the right time? You're going to get that information. Okay, so with what you're getting here with the 14 making me think of the Temperance card, balance is coming in. All those answers are coming in. Whatever you need to move forward, it's coming in for you. Okay, we also have Perception. Okay, so perception, wondering, is it the right time? I feel like it's not the right time. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Like I said, are we ever 100% ready? Probably not. Okay, so it's all about how you look at it. I feel a lot of times you just need to start somewhere, right? You just need to just go. Just put it out there. It may not be perfect, but you're going to learn along the way. You're going to improve things along the way. And sometimes you just need to go for it. Okay, then we have surrender, right? Like surrendering to that moment, surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Dissolve your fears, dissolve your illusions, okay? Just do it, okay? Just do it. And you see here, this looks like two spaceships here shining light down. So definitely any answers that you're looking for in this previous card here, and also this one here, listening to wisdom, it's going to be provided for you, okay? Definitely whatever you're looking for, whatever you need is going to be provided for you. Okay. What else can you tell us, please? For pile number 1, we're looking at March 2025 insights. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on here? What pile number 1 needs to look out for? What's the most important information? Okay. The Justice card. So, okay, first of all, didn't I say this? I did say this with your very first card, your dragon card here. It's important for you to cut out any distractions, okay? Any excess baggage, any distractions. It's very important for you to stay balanced during this time because it is your time, okay? It's your time to come out of hibernation, okay? You've done everything you need to do. You know what else is interesting? I just thought of this. So you have hibernation and regeneration, right? And this is your March reading. So for those of you who will be going into spring in March, okay, depending on where you are in the world, okay, you're coming out of hibernation, okay? It's time for you to bring new life, to bring the next phase of life into this idea that you have, okay? Definitely, it's time, okay? And then for those of you who are on the other side of the world, I feel that it's the same meaning for you. It's as those seasons are changing, it's time for you to come out of this phase of planning, Okay, it's time. You have the Justice card, so this could mean anything legal. Okay, so making decisions, signing contracts, moving into a new phase of your life is also something the Justice card can indicate. It is absolutely your time. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, again, there's definitely something with timing happening here. Okay, so Justice and Hierophant, to me, can both indicate legal. Okay, this can indicate signing contracts. This can indicate things coming together, meaning it's time. The Hierophant can also mean a higher power. And remember, I was telling you that your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever it is, your spiritual entity, whatever it is that you get guidance from, even someone who passed on, they're going to be trying to communicate with you. Okay, this higher power, this information is going to be coming to you. Okay, this can also indicate you getting a new job. Okay, with the Hierophant, this can indicate a higher power in the sense of an employer, okay, or a divine plan. So definitely you're going to see things starting to come together. You could even have an offer coming in, maybe even 2 offers with the Justice card here, and you're going to have to weigh your options and figure out the one that's best for you. Here we have the World card. Okay, if you need any indication that a new phase, a new cycle is coming in for you, you have the World card here. Okay, absolutely, things are changing for you. It's your time to shine. And I feel like whatever this is that you're starting, whatever it is that you're going into, it's going to be huge. It's going to be, something that can, like I said with your first card here, this is something that's going to carry on for a very long time in your life. So something that could definitely be life-changing for you. I'm feeling moving. So that could be literal moving, or this could be moving into something, moving into a new job, moving into a new phase of your life, moving into a new office, okay, moving into new personal growth. Here we have the 6 of Wands. There's absolutely a time of celebration coming up. I feel you're going to be celebrating yourself. Okay, first and foremost, you're going to feel a great celebration of, you know what? I took that leap of faith and look how far I've come. Look at how far I've come. I'm feeling like I'm ready to conquer the world. What's interesting here is the 6 of Wands is at another cliff. Okay, so like I said in the very beginning with the growth card here, this is almost, okay, I'm seeing steps now. I'm seeing like this is the start of something that's going to take you very far, meaning that with these steps, taking this leap of faith and moving forward with this idea is the first step. And then remember I said that it's going to take you far. This is going to take you far into your future. Okay, this is just step number 1. Once you get through this, so let's say that you're starting a new job, just because that's a pretty easy example for people to identify with, right? So you're starting a new job. That's not it. There's so much more with this, because here, so you're starting this new job, for instance, and then you're going to be recognized. You're going to be greatly recognized for the work that you've put in, the hard work you've put in. And in the future, there's possibility for promotion, for a raise, for this could be a starting point for you to, from here, go onto a new company. Okay, so there's growth happening in March. But these steps that you're taking in March are going to lead you into future growth. Okay, here we have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I was just saying. So this is the starting point for you. March is the starting point for you, okay? But where it's leading you is to new ideas. New ideas. Look at this. Look at all 3 of your cards here and this one all show the figures on the cards being on a cliff, okay? There's so much growth beyond the immediate of March. This is, whatever it is that you're working on is going to take you very, very far. You're going to feel inspired. So this first push that you're doing, these first few steps that you're taking, I feel like what's going to happen is any kind of hesitation that you might have of feeling like, oh, I'm not ready, I don't have all the answers, I don't have this, I don't have that, that is going to fade away. And how it's going to transform from there is going to say, you're going to say, okay, well, look at all this I accomplished. Look at all of these wands that I have on my back now, which is indicating experience, life lessons, learning, right? All that curiosity, asking all those questions, it's paying off. You're dissolving your illusion of feeling like you're not ready. Okay, you're dissolving this into feeling this, the Page of Wands, where you have even more ideas. You're even more creative. You're ready to continue moving on, moving forward with new things. This is just the beginning. Look, you have the Six of Swords. This is what I was just saying. You're dissolving any fears. So in March, I feel you're taking steps forward. You're getting answers to those remaining questions that you have. When you see your progress, when you see your success here with the Six of Wands, you're saying, wow, I really did that. I really pulled that off. I feel I can do even more. And that's when we have the Six of Swords, where you're dissolving your illusions. You're dissolving your fears. And you're looking ahead and you're saying, you know what? I'm going to conquer this mountain too. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, what else? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay, I love this card. Let me set these cards over here. The Ten of Swords. So we see here there's someone laying on the ground holding a sword. It looks like they had some kind of duel, some kind of fight, right? And then this person up here has two swords in this person's back. I feel that this is, both of these figures are representative of you. Okay, you're slaying your dragons, you're slaying your fears that we were talking about. You're coming out of this in the Six of Swords. I'm feeling like there's a lot of growth happening for you in the sense of, like I said a minute ago, turning your fears, turning your anxieties, turning your feelings of I'm not ready into power, into this great sense of empowerment, really, is what I'm feeling, and saying, being like this Page of Wands here and saying, okay, nothing's going to stop me. Look at how far I've come here. That was so difficult for me to get to that point. I worked so hard, but now that I see I can do it, I know I can conquer all these other things too. And so the Ten of Swords, I feel what you're doing is taking your power back or gaining more power. And you're saying, okay, well, now I know that I confronted my fears. I faced my fears. Nothing bad happened. Quite the opposite. I won. So now I'm ready to conquer those fears and, see what's next. See what I can conquer next. What's my next goal? We have the Star card exactly as I'm talking about goals, and then you get the Star card. Feeling emotionally balanced, feeling empowered, okay? Knowing that you can accomplish anything, your dreams coming true. So what I feel is that these steps that you're taking, this progress that you're making, it's inspiring you. It's inspiring you to go forward. It's saying, for some of you, it's like, wow, I had this idea. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, but it did. So what's my next idea? What's my next goal? Where am I going next? Okay. And, I'm getting a great sense of regeneration, like we talked about here, a sense of just like this great empowerment that's going to come over you. Like going into this new phase of your life. Like I said, this is just the beginning. what you're doing in March is going to last a very, very long time. It's going to have lasting effects in your life. Yeah, look, you have the Three of Cups, and here's a celebration. Okay. Celebrating your progress, celebrating your new phase. Okay. The Three of Cups is right below the World card. You're accomplishing something. So this could be you finishing something in March. You know, it could be giving a presentation at work. It could be completing your last final in school. Okay. It could be opening your office for your business. It could be, you know, anything. Those are just ideas that everybody can kind of wrap their head around and say, okay, yeah, I can see how that applies to my situation. And you're celebrating that. You're taking a little bit of time out to celebrate before you go on the road again, literally or figuratively, depending on who you are, to conquer this next goal that you have. Your resolve, your resiliency, your ability to see through problems, to like decipher the information that you need to work through problems. Okay, all of that, it's increasingly like you're increasing your powers in these areas. So I feel there's a celebration coming up, and then a little time out, you know, to celebrate, to catch your breath again before you go on to this next phase. Yeah, look, you have the Empress. Look at how powerful this card is. Can you feel the energy in this card? This Empress is like, yep, I'm here. I made it. Look at my progress. Look how successful I am. Now what? I'm going to show you what comes next. Okay. It's like so powerful. And it's right below the Six of Wands. It's like, yeah, I did that. I am successful. That's what I'm feeling with this Empress card. Remember I told you you're going to take a little bit of time out. The Three of Cups, I saw you kind of taking a time out, looking at your progress and feeling huge confidence. Okay. Really, really looking back and saying, wow, I achieved that. What's next? Here we have the Four of Wands. And what I see happening here is like the next phase. Okay. So this can indicate marriage, the same way the Justice card and the Hierophant can indicate marriage. So what I'm seeing here is that new phase, entering that new phase. It's like, I feel what's happening in March is that you are, okay, I feel like you've already kind of started, for most of you, laying the foundation with this Hibernation and Rejuvenation card. I feel like you've already laid the foundation in March. You're taking those steps forward. And because of those steps that you're taking forward, it's going to lead into another phase of your life, because you have the World card here and you have the Four of Wands. So the actions, the thoughts, the questions that you're getting answered, all of these things, this creativity, this drive that you're feeling in March is just going to be increased from that point forward. Okay. So definitely laying the groundwork, taking a chance on something, moving forward, and then seeing new doors opening up for you. Here we have the Hangman. So I feel what's important for you, since you have Hibernation and Regeneration, and then you have the Hangman here, as you're going forward, as you get through kind of like, I'm feeling like this is the second phase of something. Okay, the planning, all that was phase number one. And as you reach that goal, and then you're ready to conquer that next goal, I feel what's important is to do what you did before, when you took time out to calculate things, to see what you need. Take time out to celebrate, and then take time to relax a little bit, look at what you've accomplished, look at your success so far. Think about this next phase that you want to conquer, and sit on it for a minute. There's no rush here, because the energy that I'm feeling is that once you step forward to start whatever it is that you're working on, things happen very, very quickly. Therefore, it's okay if you take some time in the beginning to slow down and think about things. As we have here, okay, you have it here and you have it here. So your first oracle card after your pile picking card, right? And then you have it as your last card. So Spirit's definitely wanting you to know that you should feel comfortable taking time out to plan for your next phase. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much and good luck. Hello, pile number 2. You have the green butterfly, and you have the gooseberry dragon and stealth. So I'm getting a few things here. First of all the green color that you have the green butterfly, and then all the greenery here, you have the green dragon. So I'm feeling like this has something to do with your heart chakra. And with stealth, I'm feeling that it's a good time for you in March to keep things close to your heart, to keep things that are close to your heart maybe a little private, not revealing your ideas yet to people, okay? It's like you should move around kind of a little undercover, sort of, is the information that I'm getting, in a sense of, it seems like it's, there needs to be, you need to be protecting an idea that you have, or you need to be protecting your heart, or this thing that you're working on, or this idea that you have. It's not quite time to bring it out into the public eye, or bring it out in, like, don't share it with a lot of people for one reason or another. Okay, so kind of like laying low, don't rock the boat, and kind of like seeing what happens. You see, the way this dragon is looking, it's kind of like keeping an eye on things, and then with stealth, maybe coming up in April, you know, I don't know, because we're just looking at March, but it's like maybe laying a little bit low in March, and then with stealth, it's like you're just gonna sweep in when the time is right. So it could be, you know, like toward the end of March. We'll see exactly what's going on here and what the cards say for you, but that's the information that I'm getting here so far. It has something to do with your heart chakra, though, I feel. Something that's important to you, or maybe it's just you protecting your energy in March. That could be something that's going on here. Maybe you need to lay low in March and really only communicate with people that you're very, very close to. Maybe we'll get more information for you. Okay, what can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We're looking at March 2025 insights. Can you tell us what's going on here? Tears of joy and sadness. Okay, this is very interesting. Tears of joy and sadness. What is going on here? And then you have stealth and laying low, keeping something close to your heart. I definitely even more so feel that the heart chakra is involved here, because obviously tears of joy and sadness. So it's almost like something could make you happy and sad at the same time. Are you going into a new phase of something? Because this mirror here, like this, the way that it's shaped makes me think of the World card, and you stepping into a new phase of your life. But it could be that you can't really reveal what it is that you have planned to a lot of people yet. Someone may try to, you know, take your idea. Someone may try to stop you from moving forward even. Okay, so there definitely seems to be something going on here with going into a new phase, but laying low at the same time. Affirmation for acceptance. Very, very interesting. You have fate here. You have the dice here. So you have number 5 and number 2, so 7. It's also showing number 6, number 4, and I can't tell what number is that one. Oh, number 5 and number 1. So a lot of numbers here, a lot of different numbers here. So, gosh, there's so much going on with this card. Let me see. I'm getting a lot of information, so just give me a second here. Because rolling the dice, it's kind of like taking a chance on something, following your heart on something. So with fate, I'm feeling like it's like, you know, it's time to move on from something, but it's sad and painful at the same time, right? So let's say, for instance, that you are going to be moving into or starting a new job, but you like the job that you've had and you don't want to leave. That could be why you have tears of joy and sadness, because you're sad to leave, but you know you have to go. Okay. And I say that because the tornado here, it's like a sense of knowing when it's time to move on from something, even if you don't want to move on. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I like where I am and I don't necessarily want to leave, but I know that my time is up here. I know it's time for me to move on to bigger and better things. That's the only way I'm going to grow. That's the only way I'm going to walk into my fate, my destiny. So, yeah. And I feel with the dice here, I'm thinking of like playing poker or playing some kind of game like that, where you don't necessarily want to show your cards, right? So that you can win, which is exactly what we had here with stealth, like doing things a little bit undercover, not letting too many people know exactly what's going on for one reason or another. And then affirmation for acceptance, like the actual words that are on this card. And then tears of joy and sadness, it's kind of like not wanting to move on, but knowing that you need to move on to those bigger, better things. Okay. And then affirmation for acceptance, it's kind of like accepting that you have to move on from something, accepting that it would have come to an end anyway with this tornado here. Also, I'm feeling like like if something was wrong where you were, it's going to clear up and it's going to get better. Like you're literally flying out of the storm, going into calmer, clearer skies. I was going to say water, but we're not looking at water. We're looking at sky, right? So I feel like your emotions are going to become clearer. I'm feeling like information will be coming to you, understanding, clarity, closure, as to seeing that, oh yeah, I'm in a much better place now. Now I know why that had to come to an end like that. Now I know why I had to move on. So you're going to come into a place of understanding why things happened the way that they happened. Okay, so here you have number 32. You have create, and then it says dynamic, inspiring energy, and gifts. And remember, I told you in the beginning, this has something to do with your heart, your emotions, your feelings, your heart chakra, right? Definitely we're seeing that here with tears of joy and sadness. And then here it's like energy, gifts, inspiring, create. It's like you're getting that understanding of why you had to move on from something. Okay, affirmation for acceptance. And then here it's like, oh, okay, I'm understanding the dynamics of the situation now that I'm out of the situation. It's like, okay, I can look back and see why it was necessary for me to move on, even though it was painful, even though maybe I felt like I didn't necessarily want to move on. Now I'm seeing the gift in moving on. Okay, I'm seeing that now I have this great gift. I'm feeling much better. I'm getting clarity. And it's all making sense. Okay. What else can you tell us? So we have solitude. Very interesting, because remember I told you with this very first card, don't let too many people know what you're doing. And it could be just because you need to stay focused. It could be because someone might make you feel an even greater sense of sadness, of grief that you're moving on. Okay, so it could be that. whatever it is, there definitely seems to be a sense of not letting too many people in. Okay, you have the cat here, so you definitely have friends around you who know what's going on, but not many. Maybe only one person knows what's going on. It's going to suit you to be a little quiet, to be by yourself. But see here in the solitude card, you have the bird here. So you're not alone, okay? You're absolutely not alone. You have spirit helping to guide you. And I feel like at least one person knows what's going on, but not too many people know what's going on with you in March. Okay, so we have contemplation, quiet, clarity, and renewal. And it's also number 41. Did I say that? I don't know if I did, but I'm pointing out numbers because you have these dice here. So it seems important if these numbers mean something to you. So clarity. Okay, affirmation for acceptance. Remember I told you things are going to get clearer? Look at the clouds here. Up here, they're clearing up, right? So I feel like you might be in this state of not having clarity for a little while, not too long. I feel like things are definitely clearing up for you in March. So I feel like you're going to be getting understanding, clarity, like I said earlier, closure. Okay. The stealth could also indicate that you need a time of solitude, a time of healing from something that you seem to be moving away from. Okay. Let's look at your tarot cards and see what other information we can get for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? What is going on here with pile number 2? Yep, the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel March is a time for you to kind of take a time out, to slow down, to look at things. Look at your, look at things that you've done in the past. Look at your path. Look at how things are progressing. You're actually making a lot of progress in March. I feel like it has a lot to do with inner growth and growing an idea that you have, growing a new path that you have. Looking at things, seeing how things are coming together, see how things are growing for you, see what fruit is going to, what ideas are going to bear fruit for you. Okay, because this makes me think of a pineapple tree. Okay, and then you have gooseberry here. So I feel in March, it's important for you to focus on things that will feed your soul, that will feed your inner growth, that will feed your mind, things that will feed your heart, right? Your heart chakra. So staying emotionally balanced, I feel, is going to be important for you in moving on from this situation. Again, it doesn't seem to be necessarily you're moving on from something that was inherently negative or bad. It was just, if you would have stayed there, which possibly you could have stayed there for a little bit longer, but here's the thing. You couldn't stay there forever because you have this tornado here. It's in your fate to move on from this situation, right? So March is about kind of getting a sense of healing, closure, moving on, and seeing what's ahead for you. So being patient with yourself also is important. The 2 of Swords, yeah. So a time of slowing down, I feel, is happening here with the 2 of Swords. A lot of contemplation, a lot of introspection, clarity. Needing clarity on some sort of situation. And I feel that you can't get clarity if this environment that it seems like you're walking away from this environment, you can't get clarity if you're still in it, right? So it seems like, at least for the time being in March, you need to separate from this a little bit and do things on your own a little bit, okay? Does that make sense? Because obviously I don't know everyone's entire situation here, but you definitely don't want to tell too many people what's going on here. The Six of Swords, you're absolutely moving away from something. Moving away from something, again, it might not have been a negative situation. For some of you, I feel it was a negative situation with the Six of Swords, but you had some sort of attachment. So I feel like if it is a negative situation that you're moving away from, I feel like it wasn't always negative. It turned into something negative. So maybe you were somewhere where you realized that you're just not growing. You're just kind of stagnant there. So it doesn't have to be something super negative, but it was kind of negative in the sense that it was holding you back. And you have to break free from that, which can be very painful. And it can be painful breaking away from a situation that is negative, because we can grow attachments to negative things. And it can be very, very difficult, and it can take a lot of strength to break away from those things, right? But I'm seeing here that you're going to be exiting a situation. And you want to do it a little bit on the down low. You don't want to tell a lot of people what you're doing, where you're going, how you're going to do it, how long is it going to take you to get to this next destination. Just, keep it a little quiet. The Three of Swords, yeah. You have the Three of Swords here, and then tears of joy and sadness. It's definitely going to be a painful experience, and there's going to be an in-between period, okay? An in-between period emotionally, where you need to kind of get your bearings, right? When you need a sense of solitude, quiet, a sense of renewal, you need to heal, you need to get understanding, okay? The way this person here is reading the book, excuse me, reading this book, now how I'm seeing this card is this person leaving this tornado situation here, rising above it, all while feeling like, well, I didn't necessarily want to leave that situation, but I knew I had to leave. And then with, clarity and contemplation with this card and the solitude, it's kind of like, and see, here's your friend again. So at least one person knows what's going on, or one thing. It could be, the loved one, this person that I keep feeling could actually be an animal who knows what's going on, right? So having your furry friend, that could be your rock throughout this whole process. But as this person's reading this book about fate and moving away from a situation, I feel these cards are tied together, where it's like getting an understanding and being able to release this pain here. The Lover's card. Okay. Love this card for you here. What I'm seeing here with the Lover's card. Okay. First of all, there's a choice in a sense, because I feel that you didn't necessarily have to leave this situation when you did. Okay. Your fate is that the situation was coming to an end, regardless of if you leave today or you leave a little bit more in the future. It was coming to an end regardless. So if you didn't take the initiative to leave, it would have come to an end anyway. Spirit would have intervened somehow to allow this to come to an end. So you had a choice. You made a choice to move on from this situation. You did it a little bit quietly. You took some time to yourself. So I feel that was the choice. That was the sacrifice, if you will, in order for you to move away from things that weren't working for you. But what's happening here with the Lover's card is that after this time of solitude, this time of, for some of you, it could be a delay, it could be a literal delay, or it could be just this quiet, this contemplation, this meditation, this thinking about what is my next step? What do I need to water? Okay, literally she has a watering can here. So where do I need to put my focus? And that's going to take you directly into the path of this new path. Okay, do you see how this is quite literally a path here? Okay, where these flamingos are, and then it branches off here and it branches off here. So I'm feeling like we actually started over here. You've conquered these mountains here, and you're coming toward your destination. You're coming towards your fate here with the Lover's card. So you wouldn't be able to get here unless you left the situation here. So after a time of solitude, a time of healing, nurturing yourself with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be walking right into this new situation with the Lover's card here. And we have, excuse me, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, there's a lot going on for you in March. Okay. There's a lot going on. I feel that the tears of joy and sadness are representative of this painful thing that you're going through, this thing that you had to leave. But what's also happening is the renewal, the sense of joy and happiness. So we see that here. So after taking a little bit of time to recalibrate your feelings, your thoughts, your heart, okay? Because remember, this whole reading started with the heart chakra. You're feeling a sense of renewal. You're feeling a sense of, I'm back and I'm better than ever, okay? A sense of realizing that you're in the right place, kind of seeing your destiny, your fate aligning, and saying, you know what? I'm ready to move forward. So a great sense of renewal happening after a difficult period. Yeah. Here we have the Six of Cups. Now, this is very much connected to the Knight of Wands, what I was just saying, and also the Lover's card. Taking that time of solitude so that you can create. Okay, so this create card is the Knight of Wands. These two cards go together here. You had an idea in the past with the Six of Cups. So let me show you here. So at the Six of Cups, you were in a place that I think you learned something from. That we're talking about so we're talking about the tears, okay? The situation that you're leaving, which is the tears part. I feel like you gained something from that situation at one point in time, but also at one point in time with these Four Cups here, you quit receiving energy from that situation. It became stagnant. Whatever it was doing, it was no longer working for you. But it did work for you in the past. In order for you to get to the Lover's card, you had to leave the situation. But you're taking part of it with you, with these two cups here. You're taking part of that situation with you into this new venture, this new situation here. So it wasn't all for nothing, and that's why you have the sadness. Because you're feeling a sense of attachment, a sense of identity with who you used to be when you were in this situation. But it's time for you to grow and move on, okay? But you're taking a little piece of that with you. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Look at the Strength card. I love this Strength card. This is you, okay? You are taking a piece of this situation with you. Okay, you learned something, you gained strength from that situation. Not only did you gain strength from the situation, from something that you learned from it, but you're gaining strength from knowing when it's time to move on from it, okay? Your heart is healing here. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling like you're ready to conquer the world here, and you will. You absolutely will. But the thing with strength goes along with stealth so well. And, you know, the cat in the wild, right, does not call out into the wild and say, hey, I'm on a mission to accomplish a goal, right? They're quiet. They have stealth. Okay, so again, we're seeing that you need to have stealth with this new plan that you have moving forward, because I feel like if this situation in the past knows too much or knows anything about your plans moving forward, there could be someone or something there that could try to, for some of you, it could be someone trying to sabotage your idea to move forward. For others of you, it could be a person, place, or thing that tries to bring you back, but you can't go back, right? Because you have this tornado here. So things are changing in your life, and you need to be strong moving forward. We have the Four of Wands. You're going into a whole new dynamic situation, going into a situation that's going to, it has a stronger foundation, first of all. So you have the Four of Wands and the Lover's card. The dynamics of the situation are much more suited for you and you moving forward. Do you see how sturdy this is here? It's like the foundation is stronger. The pillars make more sense. The people, if you're going to be around different people, they make more sense. They fit together better than this situation here. So some of you may be leaving a relationship that at one point in time offered something. You may have been a really good couple at one point in time, but that's come to an end, and it's coming to, a painful end. It's going to be painful to move on. But you're going to be going into a new relationship that's going to be so much better for you. Others of you, this could be you're leaving a job, you're leaving any type of situation that just was not working out for you. It could be a friendship, whatever it is. Whatever your situation, what you're going into is, it's like everything just kind of fits together now, and it suits your new energy. The Three of Cups, look at that. Things just go together so much better where you're going. And look what we have here. So we have the Three of Swords, which is very, very painful. And remember, in the beginning, I told you this has to do with your heart chakra. And then look here, you have the swords literally going through the heart, okay? It's going to be painful on your heart, but not forever. You're going to heal from this. You're going to move on from this. Things are going to be okay. And we see that right here with the Three of Cups. There's healing here. There's reconnecting with new people, new ideas, new situations. There's inspiration. There's healing of your heart here, feeling much, much better about the situation. The Empress, yeah, like I said, feeling much better about the situation, feeling comfortable. What I see happening here takes me back to the Seven of Pentacles, where you're watering the fruit tree, okay? You're watering these ideas, you're providing nutrients to a new situation in your life. And then you have the Empress here. So maybe by the 3rd week of March, you're starting to feel more comfortable. You're feeling comfortable in your skin. You're feeling like everything is making sense. Maybe you're getting ready to come out of this time of solitude. Maybe you're ready to entertain someone new in your life, or maybe you're at a new job and you're starting to feel very, very comfortable there, knowing that you made the right decision to leave this behind. Okay, so whatever's going on here, it starts to balance out by the end of March. Yeah, what did I just say? I just said it starts to balance out by the end of March. So I feel, number one, what's most important to know is that your heart starts to balance out by the end of March. The Queen of Cups is a very balanced energy. It also talks about the heart, feelings, love, joy, all of those things are coming back to you by the end of March. Okay. The solitude that you took is going to be very, very healing for you. But it's necessary to stay on the down low with things. Okay. It's necessary to move away from something and not telling these people or this thing, not allowing that to interfere in your path forward. So yeah, just know that it's going to be a little bit difficult in the beginning, but you're going to get through it. You're going to be okay. You're going to be guided right into your fate, which is going to be so much better. And it's going to have a better foundation that's going to last longer into the future. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck. Hello, pile number 3. You have the blue butterfly. And your card is Turnip Dragon and Resilience. So I feel like you've gone through a difficult period, or you will be going through a difficult time in March. But what I feel is so important here is that, especially because, you know, in March the seasons are changing, right? So it's like coming out of one phase and going into a sense of renewal, a sense of change overall. So I feel that with the blue here is making me think of your throat chakra. And I feel that it's important to know, for you to know that you are resilient. I feel it's important that you tell yourself this. I feel it's important that you communicate with yourself that you can get through this and that you will get through this. And Spirit is telling me here with resilience that times are changing for you, and this difficult time that you may have been going through, it's coming to an end in March. Okay, you're going to be able to I feel you're going to be able to breathe easier in March. So Spirit says, hang in there. It's been difficult, but it's coming to an end. Stay strong. You can do this. Don't give up. Like, you absolutely have what it takes to get through this difficult time. Okay, let's look at your other cards so that we can get some information about what's going on here. Okay, what can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at March 2025, please. Look at, could you have had a better card here given what we just talked about? So this card says rebirth and rejuvenation. And look, I love the way your cards are lining up. Look at, there's all these little baby turtles here trying to get to the water, right? That, have you ever seen that? Like these little baby turtles, the hatchlings, they have to go through this journey to get to the water. They have to try to get there and escape the birds that try to come down and you know, pluck them out of the sand for their own food, right? So this card is talking about not giving up, about keep going. Is there danger? Has there been danger? Yes, there has, but you're going to make it. Okay, you're going to make it. There's this great sense of rebirth, reinvention, renewal, emotional healing. Look at back here, the dolphins back here. There's happiness, the sun, okay? There's a new day. Remember I talked with this card, there's a new cycle, okay? The new season coming in quite literally for you. So just hang on there. Hang on. You're going to make it. Spirit says absolutely do not give up. Do not give up. You're going to make it. Okay. Oh, this one. Inspiration and courage. Okay, so having courage to keep going, knowing that you are resilient, that you're going to make it through this. And there's a great sense of warmth here. I'm getting a sense of, for some of you, it's a sense of accomplishment. For some of you, it's a sense of comfort knowing that there's renewal. There's like a second chance for some of you. There's moving on from a very, very difficult situation and feeling inspired for what's next, what's coming next, okay? For some of you, I'm feeling like you're going to be getting over a breakup in a relationship. That's not for all of you, but for some of you, I feel that that does apply here. Others of you have gone through just the ringer with something. It's, for some of you, I feel like it was one thing after another, after another, after another. And that cycle is going to break, okay? So that cycle is going to come to an end. And it won't be one thing after another in a negative sense, okay? It's going to be changing for the better for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? What is going on with pile number 3 in March of 2025? Protection. Okay, just know that you're protected. Just know that you are going to come out of this stronger than ever. Your time is coming. You're coming back and you're going to be stronger. Okay? So you have protection here, which, oh, yeah, which makes me think of the strength card, right? Because number 8 in the traditional decks is the strength card. So do you see all of this? You have resilience, you have strength, you have protection, you have rebirth, reinvention, courage, inspiration, you know, all of these things. So you're protected. Keep your boundaries. Okay, this also says boundaries or armament strengthen, right? So make sure that you keep those boundaries. Make sure that you keep your inner peace. Make sure that you don't allow anything or anyone in your life that's going to try to disrupt your peace. Okay. I feel like maybe you've learned that lesson from whatever this is that you're recovering from. And, you know, also with the throat chakra that I'm feeling here, don't be afraid to speak your boundaries. Okay. Don't be afraid to express what it is that you need from people. Don't be afraid to, speak into your existence, your life, your being, right? Your energy. Don't be afraid to speak into the universe what it is that you need. What are your boundaries? Let's say you're looking for a new job. What are your boundaries? Do you want a work-life balance? Did you not have that before? You know, so don't be afraid to use your voice to get what you want, to get what you need. Beginnings. Look, okay, do you see what I'm saying here? You're coming out of a very stressful time, a time of, I'm getting a time of self-doubt also for some of you. You're coming out of that and you're going into new beginnings. This is number 19. Okay, so first of all, number 19, you know, that's right before number 20. So you know, that means you're going into a new phase. You're going into a new cycle, starting something new, rebirth, reinvention. For some of you, I feel like some of you may have lost a job and it was actually a blessing in disguise because you're finding your true path. Okay, you're finding your true calling. You're feeling inspired to pursue something that you know that you should have pursued a while ago, or you feel like, you know, I should have done this a long time ago. New beginnings are coming in for you. The other thing that I'm getting with this card, number 19 is the Sun card. So whatever darkness you've been feeling, it's changing for you in March. Look at the snake here. You're shedding your skin. There was something that was no longer meant for you, something that was quite painful, but it had to be done in order for you to grow, okay, in order for you to move forward. So it says down here, adjustment, shedding, new, and release. So I feel that, yes, you are going to be going through an adjustment period in March. It might not be, you know, fun going through this adjustment, but it's going to be life-changing. It's going to change the trajectory of your life for the better. And I feel what's important to be aware of in March is release, okay? Releasing the pain from the past, okay? So releasing that, letting it go so that you're ready for these new beginnings and remembering that you're protected going forward with these new beginnings. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at March 2025, please. Very interesting card, the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you weren't your true self where you were before. Okay? I feel that it was becoming a dead end. I feel that you may have felt stuck there for a while. Either you felt stuck or it was difficult for you to extract yourself because you had come to kind of identify with who you were or who you were with or what you were doing. And it's kind of like, didn't I say that just a second ago? What did I say? What were my words? Oh, hold on, give me a second. What did I say? It was something about these new beginnings and how it's like you're not the same person. I don't remember exactly what I said because, you know, sometimes I'm in the energy and the spirit is talking and I'm just saying things and I don't remember my exact words sometimes, but it's like shedding who you used to be because that wasn't your true self, okay? And so with this rebirth and rejuvenation we have on this card, you're finding balance in your life by releasing something that was no longer meant to be in your life. So yeah, there's going to be a period of adjustment, a period of saying, okay, so I'm in this new area of my life. And it could be kind of this delicate balance, but you're going to get your footing. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to feel, eventually you're going to feel safe and secure, and you're going to know that you made the right decision. Interesting. So you have the Fates here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. But what gave me pause for a second, because I thought maybe it was in this reading, but it's not. It was in pile number 2. They had a card that mentioned the fate, or that mentioned fate, okay? And then here you have the Fates card. So if pile number 2 resonates with you, go ahead and watch it. If not, then just disregard that. But it definitely, as you could probably tell, it kind of gave me pause for a second. And I had to think, wait a minute, where was that card? Okay, so this is a very interesting Wheel of Fortune card. Very, very interesting. Okay, so with the Fates, with the Wheel of Fortune, and with rebirth and rejuvenation, inspiration and courage, protection, beginnings, resilience, literally all of your cards, even the 4 of Pentacles, are involved in this card here. What had to happen here was, and can you see that? Probably not. Maybe you can. The middle person here, the middle figure, has scissors. So I feel it was necessary for you to cut away pieces of your life that were no longer meant to be there. Was it painful? Yes, I believe it was. Or will it be? Yes, I believe it will be. But is it necessary? Absolutely. Here you have a mask on one of these scales, okay? And then you have this tree that looks dead. There were pieces of where you were that it was not giving you life anymore, and that's what was creating this disconnect with who you're supposed to be, this growth that you're supposed to have. But the important thing here is that these figures are still standing. Not just that, but it makes me think, I don't know if they are for sure, but it makes me think that they're in water here. And there's also, it looks like a clock, okay, down here. If you can see, there's actually numbers here that it looks like it's on a clock. So your time is coming. Your fortune is changing. This cycle that you've been in is coming to an end. So there is a time of reconfiguring. You need to release certain things. You need to shed certain things so that you can come back together, okay? It's going to feel a little strange at first, but you're going to make it through it. And you're going to feel so much lighter that you're not carrying this excess baggage, that you're going to know that you made the right decision. You're going to get through this. Here we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so like I said, You are going to go through a period, or you have gone through a period already, depending on where you are. Because the important thing here for March is that you're coming out on the other side. So for some of you, you've gone through this painful process, and in March, you have this rejuvenation. For others of you, you're going through all of this in March, okay? Walking away from something that wasn't working for you. So yeah, there's going to be a period where you feel like you're unraveling you can see that this ribbon here. You may feel like you're pulled in different directions. You may feel like your finances are not where you want them to be. Okay, some of you may have lost a job or walked away from a job that wasn't working, and you're living on your savings right now. There's a solution here. All of this worry, everything here is going to be coming to an end. So that's why you need to be resilient, okay? That's why you need to understand that you have this rebirth and reinvention that's coming for you. The Five of Wands. So, okay, it's important that you quiet your mind. It's important that you set boundaries with people. Remember, we talked about boundaries here. So not everyone is going to understand your journey moving forward, and that's okay. It's not their journey. They don't have to understand it, okay? What's important is that you don't engage with people, places, things, anything that makes you feel triggered, anything that makes you feel angry, anything that makes you feel a sense of anxiety. Okay, it's important that you stay turned away from those things, and that you don't look back, and you don't let anyone's words hurt you. Okay, because I feel like there could be someone trying to go after you to pull you back in. And you need to be resilient. You need to be strong in saying, no, I'm no longer that person. Okay, because look, this person's face is actually on the ground here, and then you have the mask here. So there's something about where you were, it wasn't your true self, okay? You're shedding that skin. It's no longer meant for you. So be strong in not going back to that particular situation. And here we have the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, like I said, it's important for you to take some time to yourself. Don't let anybody or anything try to bring you back into that situation, because I feel like there could be temptation to go back to something. Okay, let's say you walked away from a job, in trying to, maybe something about that job just wasn't working for you anymore. Maybe it was the people, maybe it was the work you were doing. Maybe you had an idea to kind of branch out on your own with something. And maybe it's taking a little time for things to kind of connect, for things to come together. Spirit says that you have these new beginnings that are waiting for you. For some of you, it might take a little bit of time to get there. But the important thing, Spirit says, is to not go back. So like I said, if you maybe you left a job, maybe you left on good terms, maybe you have the opportunity to go back. Spirit says, of course you can do that if you feel that that's what's best for you, but Spirit is saying that you're protected going forward, and to take your time to think about things, take your time to weigh your options, take your time to silence your thoughts about the negative, and really listen to your intuition here. Okay, it's very, very important that you listen to your intuition, and that you take the time to make sure that you're making the right decisions going forward. Another thing I'm getting with the Five of Wands is that something is going to click into place at the last minute. Okay, there could be a delay with something, with things kind of clicking into place, but it's going to happen at the last minute for some of you. Here we have the Six of Cups. Wasn't I just talking about not going back to the past? The Six of Cups talks about the past. So I feel for you. Whatever this was in the past, at one point in time, it definitely could have been a good thing for you, but sometimes good things come to an end, right? Do you see how the feathers on the neck here of this animal are not there? Okay. Something about the situation from the past has died. Something about it's come to an end. Okay. And yes, you have free will. You could go back to it if you want to, but I feel that going back to it, it's changed. It's not the same anymore. And that's why it's important for you to understand that these new beginnings are coming in. It's just going to take a little bit like a readjustment period for you to fully embrace and fully connect with this new path forward that you have. The Ten of Cups, exactly. Okay. Exactly what I've been saying. These new beginnings that you're going into are better. Okay, there's rebirth, there's reinvention. So it's going to be better for you. Yes, right now you may be feeling a little alone, upset, feeling definitely with the Fates card here, you're feeling off. Okay, you're feeling like something's missing. You're feeling like you can't get a grasp on your emotions, on your feelings. You're not getting centered. You're not feeling grounded. All of these things, right? And I feel like you keep contemplating going back and forth between the future, your new beginnings, and going back to the past. I feel like that's what's happening here with these three cards here. Excuse me. The Five of Wands, Two of Swords, and Six of Cups. But this is your future here. This Ten of Cups. Feeling fulfilled. Being happy that you stayed committed to moving forward. So that resilience is going to take you directly into this Ten of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Look at all of these ideas, right? Look at all of this. There's all these bottles, all these shelves, right? And it's below inspiration and courage. So what I'm seeing here, it's also below the Fates, the Wheel of Fortune here. So what I'm seeing here is that this disconnect that you're feeling with the Wheel of Fortune here, this had to happen because that's you shedding your skin with the snake here. But with the Ace of Wands and the inspiration and courage, you're being inspired. You're getting these new ideas, things that are bigger, better, things that just go together much, much better to create a better future for you. Okay, so replacing anything that was lost in the past and replacing it with something much, much better for you. The Queen of Cups, yeah. So definitely coming into a time of greater emotional balance, greater stability, understanding, your intuition paying off, absolutely. Remember I talked about intuition with the Two of Swords in here. Look at this. So the Queen's head basically is a moon. Okay, so listening to your intuition is critical here. Critical. What are your dreams? How do you see yourself moving forward? What is it? What is this rebirth that you see for yourself? Because what I see here happening in March is that you're holding on to those dreams. Because you are strong, you are resilient, you moved forward away from something that was no longer working for you. Another thing I'm seeing here is you have the Five of Pentacles. Remember I told you that, yeah, you may be feeling lonely. You may be feeling like maybe you made the wrong decision. Which with the Five of Wands here, I'm kind of seeing that what might be trying to pull you back into the past is yourself. You kind of arguing back and forth with yourself. Like I saw with the Two of Swords. Did I make the right decision? Did I not? Should I go back? Should I go forward? What should I do? Okay, and the Five of Pentacles, that indecision, that fear that you made the wrong decision. It's being replaced with the Queen of Cups here, where you know you made the right decision, okay? What else do we have? The Four of Cups. There's definitely, yeah, okay. So this makes a lot of sense with what I just said. How I told you with the Five of Wands, it seems like you might be going back and forth with yourself. Look at this card. This deck is so interesting to me. So first of all, what I want to point out, we talk about shedding skin with this card here, with this oracle card. Look at this card. Look at the Four of Cups. There's like little patches of skin missing here on this person. So you're shedding your skin, and in this card, it looks like it's painful. Okay, it looks quite painful. This person is contemplating something, and look, it looks like their heart is right above their head. Okay, so contemplating something, thinking about where does your heart lie. Okay, and then here, this person is holding an actual human head in their hand, and then there's scissors. So it's kind of like removing some thought that you have, removing a memory from your past, removing something that needed to go, and contemplating, okay, what comes next? Saying, you know what, I'm a little beat up here. I really went through the ringer, but it was necessary. And I'm seeing a reworking of your thoughts, a reworking of your ideas, and thinking about what comes next. What opportunities are you going to allow in your life? What new opportunities are you going to accept? What are you going to reach out for? So definitely take your time when making decisions, moving forward away from this thing that was stressing you out in the past. The right idea, the right thing, the right inspiration is absolutely going to come to you. Okay, you have the Ace of Wands here. And look at the Ace of Wands. I forgot to mention this. So it's like a keyhole. It's like you're looking through a keyhole into your future. There's a lot of possibilities. You're going to land on the right decision moving forward. Here we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, this is showing stability, feeling grounded again, coming out on the other side, moving toward those opportunities that are meant for you, moving toward those opportunities that are your new beginnings, okay? There's an adjustment period, but you have to release that in order to move forward. So the Four of Wands is an excellent foundation, okay? And the energy in the Four of Wands is so much more suited for you. So do you see the difference here with the fate? You had to unravel so that you could come back together, so that you could come back together in a better form. And then here you have the Four of Wands where you're connecting with something, you're moving forward with something. And these figures are trees, okay? It's so solid foundation, being grounded. Do you see here how it's like they're not on the ground, but as you move forward through March, you are being grounded. You're feeling more grounded. You're feeling better. You're feeling put back together. Love this for you. So you have the World card. That's what I've been saying, what the cards have been saying this whole time. You're leaving something that was very difficult in the past. Okay, you're going into a new phase. You're going into new beginnings. Literally, the World card is below the Six of Cups, which talks about the past. So you can hold on to those memories in the past. You can hold on to the good times in the past. But everything else needs to stay in the past. It's time for you to move on. Okay, it's time for you to focus on the future. It's time for you to plan, okay? Know that you're protected. Know that you're going to feel much better emotionally, much better physically going into the future. It's all going to make sense when you get there. Yes, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but by the end of March, I feel that you're going to start to feel much better, and that you're going to be, if you haven't already, by the end of March, you're definitely going to be ready to step into this new world. All right, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked down below. Thank you so much for watching.